Mm,
2 minutes.
yes, 2 minute timer. The topic is uh, what is the topic? Can you tell the topic?
I forgot EV something.
Uh,
EV future or not?
uh, EV future or not? And you are against EV. I am supporting EV.
Okay.
Okay.
Two
Start.
minutes timer start now.
Hmm.
Adios, amigo. Powering off.
Hmm? Done? I can't hear you. Hello.
Audible?
Yes, yes. Done, Mare.
So just one. Is the audio better now?
You are bit lagging.
Is this better?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh,
Okay.
you are without headphone today, right?
Today, right?
No, I've connected to speaker and the mic is in the laptop mic I'm using.
Okay, fine.
Okay, fine.
Now it's fine, right?
Yes, but there is a repeat of
Yes,
my
but
voice.
there is a repeat of my voice.
Uh, okay, I will use the headphones only because I think because of the speaker it's like echoing. That's why.
Yes, yes.
Yes, one, two, three. Mic testing.
Yes, yes. Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Mm,
Am I
speak.
am I audible? Am I audible? One, two, three. One, two, three.
Try speaking now.
Am I audible? Hello, hello, hello. Mm,
Yes, now I think you're audible.
but I can't see you. Hello, hello.
Yeah, something. Yeah, yeah. Just 1 minute.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
This webcam is causing lot of issues.
Mm, I think even I'll be switching to a webcam now. I have a webcam. Like I want to just experience that.
Mhm. Like while connecting the earphone, I accidentally touched this, and now it's not even connecting.
Uh-huh. Take your time.
I'll just refresh.
Hmm. Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear
See
me?
my beauty phase. Yes,
Yes, can you hear me?
yes.
Okay, start. So how the structure is going to be?
Uh, let's stick to this one format. Like one who is talking for the topic will start the topic.
Okay, so I have to
So
start.
today it is you. Yes.
Okay. But isn't it debatable? Like the topic would be, shall we ban EV? And it is okay. Positively, yes. Okay, understood. Understood.
Yeah, positively. What is the, whatever the positive way we'll start. What is the negative? We'll go second. Like forget the topic. Should EV be banned? Yes, you're right because you are saying yes should start, but you got the point, right?
Yeah, yeah, I understood. Yes. So let me start. Okay, so today we are having a debate on the topic EV shall be banned or not, and I'm in the favor of EV. So let me start by stating certain points. First is innovation. Like it makes engineers, it makes some automobile engineers or any other engineer, whoever is involved in the task, to go out of the box and think more than their potential. So it is kind of improving the technology surrounding. Then, second point I would like to mention is, it is, I would not say it is completely electric friendly. That's what I guess my opponent will also say. He will point out that like there are many other, like we don't know how the electricity is produced. It can be also produced by fossil fuel. So, but that is not the point of conversation here. I think electric, some other renewable energy like solar energy, windmill energy, and wind energy, thermal geothermal energy, that should be promoted more. Third thing, EV gives better features than the normal bikes. It is like we are into 2025, and I think as time is going on, we should upgrade ourselves. And it gives very good features, like for example reverse. I have one friend who has suggested me this. It gives reverse. Then it even connects to audio, and it even gives Google map integration. And such features are like making the taking us ahead. Fourth, okay, fourth point which I have right now is, okay, if we don't go to innovate more on EV, then like if we stick to the normal way, then there will be never question of hybrid more. So there should be like hybrid itself has benefits of both. So if we stop EV from now, then there will be no potential in hybrid in the future. And yeah, these are some of my. Okay, one more point I would like to state is self-driving cars or self-driving bikes, which are some extension of electric vehicles. And they are like, people are still scared to use them. And people consider them as not safe, and even I would not suggest people consider them not safe. But if we go to see the statistics, I think self-driving car will reduce the risk of accidents more than the normal cars or the normal bikes. It will reduce the risk. So I don't know if we are ready for, like, some accidents will happen, but overall the statistic, by the statistics, it will reduce. So this is what I feel, that EV should be promoted because it will have a safer driving experiences in the future. Over to Ayush.
Yes, that was a really good point. Like recently, companies like Ola, Ether, Tesla has been on a rise and consistently hitting higher highs. And but also there is another side we have to also consider when it comes to the EV. So I would like to share 5 points. So the first point I would like to share is range anxiety, one of the major issues faced by EV users and all the people who use electric scooters. So what is range anxiety? Compared to any ICU, uh, any combustible vehicles or the petrol vehicles uses petrol and they have like very good mileage, and compared to EV they use very good range, which and also you can fuel your uh, petrol vehicles very easily, which is not the case in the EV segment because which leads me to my second point about the infrastructure. Speaking from the India's point of view, India currently doesn't have a lot of infrastructure for EV scooters or even cars because uh, whenever if we are facing any range anxiety or your battery is low, the nearest, like there are very few charging stations nearby. Though it is increasing, but still India is not very much in a like a good condition right now to make EV a major segment right now. Also, uh, Also, from infrastructure point of view, the service centers currently of electric vehicles are not really good, and it takes a lot of time to repair the vehicles. The third point I would like to share is battery degradation. Or though it is believed that EV vehicles are good for environment, but the lithium-ion batteries are very hazardous and cause very which are not really friendly if not disposed correctly. Also, to develop my next point, my fourth point is again about the lithium batteries. Recently there was a semiconductor shortage which led to less production of EV vehicles, which is a major point since India doesn't have like a lot of sources for lithium ion production, and we have to rely on importing it, which is also really expensive, and which leads me to my final point: the cost of the EV vehicles. The majority cost of the vehicle is the battery itself, and if something happens to the battery, which is very likely because after 5 6 years of use, your battery will wear and tear. Because of wear and tear, we have to replace it, and the battery cost itself is around 60 to 70% of the full vehicle cost. So these are a few points that I wanted to share, and I'm open to anything if you would like to ask.
I will start with a question and then I will take a follow up. My question to you is: are you so you are against EV? So you are supporting the non-renewable energy type fuel like fossil fuel. So I'm asking you, what if it stops? Like it is not renewable, right? So what if we exploit entire thing? What if everything is like there's no oil remaining? Then what we will be doing?
I never said that we should completely stop EV vehicles.
Now, you said
There should be
wait,
a fun.
sorry.
Okay. Okay. What we could do, like a possible solution is we can't take either EV vehicles or either petrol vehicles. There should be a fine balance between them. Also, a possible solution from which I could think is government or any institution should promote public transport more. If there is a company buses, should be even people coming from the same area or college should have more better facilities which could solve this issue. And yes, so that is my solution to like that problem. Yes, I agree that uh, we are limited natural resources, and we should like it's a step by step process basically.
I really liked speaking. I like the point which you mentioned about public vehicle, but I would take it this concept forward. Like there are electric trains and normal trains. Even the comfort in the electric trains will be better than the normal trains. So even EV can be, the concept of EV can be taken over there. The next thing you mentioned about lithium ion, and recently like India having shortage in lithium ion, but it has been like the reserve of lithium has been found in Jammu and Kashmir, Jammu. So that is also a point, like we do not have complete shortage of it. Next thing, you mentioned about service, that EV is not having proper service and facility. So I don't think if service is problem, then it is a mistake of the concept of electric vehicles. If service is problem, then there is some managerial side which is going wrong. So you cannot just ban because of the service. The next point, okay, I'll open any question. Do you have?
Like before I question, I would like to counter some of your points.
Okay.
Uh, yes, so like we need to promote EVs. So in order to do that, we need to have a better infrastructure and better service center. If there are no service center properly managed, then like having a EV is like a no point. You don't buy a vehicle just to use for 2 to 3 years, and then you will not buy another EV, right? So having a proper service center or a better infrastructure is, I believe, is a necessary before we should completely adopt to EV. And what was your other point? Okay, about the lithium ion point, which are found again, like you said before, the petroleum products are also limited. Similarly, lithium ion products are not like in the abundance, which is also going to like deplete at some point. And compared to like crude oil and petroleum products, lithium ion is far lesser than that. So that just founding one reserve somewhere in Jammu or Kashmir won't suffice.
Do you have any question to ask, Ayush?
Uh, yes, as you mentioned that you mentioned a point about innovation and features. Though it is a important feature and it builds, it helps you to like shift to the EV segment, but features itself won't be enough to like completely switch to EV. Like the main thing we need to, is to like main point of vehicles are is to take you from one point to another. You won't use the music feature or the reverse feature as you mentioned. Just for that, you won't buy EV, right? So, like without proper infrastructure, the main thing about moving from one point to another won't be possible. So, do you any solutions for that?
Uh, Okay, you mentioned about the again. I'm not really convinced about your counter answer in the previous question. Like you said that service, like if the infrastructure is not good, if the service is not good, then we should not be ready with the EV. So again, I'm saying it is problem of the managerial side, like whoever is in the account of this. It is human problem. Like we cannot just stop the technology just because of that. Taking forward, you really mentioned some good points that features are not the plus point of the EV, but there are some other factors like transport and range. You did mention about range, but I would also like to restate the statement you made. It is a step by step process. So even the computers before were like big room size, and then it was improved to the one we are having right now. So if I feel if we stop it from now, if we stop the seed from growing now, then won't be a good tree, and it won't reap us good fruits. So I think we should really encourage EV, and yeah, this is what I say. And again, the people, the managerial side, there should be good managers, there should be good people, service people who are into that EV sector. What do you have to say about this?
Before going to that, I would also like to counter one of your point. You said switching to hybrid is also one of the solution, and
Mhm.
you mentioned, I quote, it will give you advantages of both petrol and EV vehicles, but advantage is good, but it will also give you the disadvantage of both the vehicles, right? So, like the range anxiety will also be there. The higher it will be much higher cost because we have to like have provision for having petrol as well as the battery itself, and yeah.
Uh, so you focused more on the disadvantages side, but what about the advantage? Like I do agree that the range anxiety will still be there, but then you can switch to petrol side and then go travel more. So if you want convenience, if we are like more focused onto convenience, then I think it is like we can take hybrid. And also to reach to have a one statement, like there are short distance EVs. Like if I have to go from here to the market, then there are like cycle type EVs which we can use. So it is not like if we want to cover short distance and there is no good public transport, and if there is no we don't need to be dependent on petroleum. That is what I would like to see.
Mm,
Do you have anything more to add in the?
uh,
Basically, I feel if
oh,
we
I think from the
stop
yeah.
innovation of EV right now, then there is no hope that we'll have a good transporting in the future. So I think we should just go. If somebody is not available, if somebody cannot have, if somebody doesn't have the potential to buy the EV at the first initial cost because it is too high, but there are some people, there are a lot of people who are buying them, right? So we cannot just stop them. We cannot just neglect them, because at the end something good will turn out. So again, it is
Hmm.
step by step process. Do you have anything?
Yes, I think we can end the debate and go to the group discussion or like feedback in general, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
Unless you want to like have like counter some of my points or ask some questions.
mm, no, that's it. Yeah. Group
Okay,
discussion.
so uh,
Uh,
okay, like now we can try to come to one conclusion after group discussion, right?
mhm. Yeah, we
Okay,
can.
so
So,
yes, so I will go ahead with
okay, take them.
some of my points which I would like to share.
Mm,
Uh, First, we need infrastructure first to promote. promote people from to buy EV. Like if we people buy more EVs, then it will help the companies to create more infrastructure, because more if they buy more EVs, they companies will have more money. If they have more money, they can have more money. They can use that money to develop infrastructure. So first focus will be infrastructure, and which will also help the initial cost. And if if the production increases of the EV vehicles, then the price of the EV will also be reduced if it can be produced, if it can be mass produced. And it will also solve the problem of range anxiety, because having a multiple charging stations nearby within, let's say, around 50 kilometers of distance will encourage people to buy more EVs. And also, one point you could have mentioned is about subsidies, because government is promoting EVs by having FAME 1 and FAME 2 subsidies, which promotes people to buy more towards EV side. And also there are different types of EVs, like you mentioned it, but not in that much detail, like EVs for very short distance. One very major application of this is like gig workers, like for
Yeah.
example,
Can you just yeah. Mm.
Zomato or the Flipkart delivery guys. If they have EVs, it is much easier for them to deliver. And also, EVs have large use good boot space, so they can easily carry their bags. And there are also very innovative EVs nowadays, which are specifically designed for uh, such kind of delivery items and other things.
Yes, this was really a good point. Like I'm not aware about too much EV stuff, but you really like enlightened me with this point. Yeah, I think um, I just forgot what I wanted to say. Yes, I think okay, more renewables energy should also be promoted by the government, like solar system and all, solar system, so solar energy and all, solar energy, wind energy.
Solar energy.
And I think this will help to make people more shift people more towards EV or something like that. And also about the lithium ion, I know it is a very very talk of the town when EV comes, but I think like innovation should be made. There should be good engineers. There should be more like scientifically research done on the EV, and one day we will reach somewhere. Also, I there are some hydrogen based EV. I'm not very 100% sure. So there are some alternatives to lithium, like without the battery, hydrogen something is there. I'm not very sure. So I think more innovation should be made, like in the research sector, more promotion, like research sector should be more promoted. This is what I feel. And yeah, and also I would like to say that hybrid can be the really future in the like coming like 5 6 years. But yeah, this is what I this is just this much I had to say.
Yes, also adding one more point about the innovation part,
Hmm.
taking example of Tesla
Okay.
in USA,
Hmm.
he has developed like a self-driving car, which is like very useful to someone who may not be able to drive. And
Very
like
good.
innovation is like a very good point in that sector. So we can take a note from that, and like it can help the young, as India is youth, full of youth, high youth population. So and very creative minds can definitely learn from Tesla models.
Yes, yes. A really good point. And one more thing I would like to add in this is physically disabled people, especially able people, like who cannot walk
Yes.
properly, they can also make good use of it. So I think yeah, that's it. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah.
So
No, I think we should. I think we should both conclude like in a 1 minute or so.
Mm, yeah. So yeah, my conclusion would be that there should be good promotion by the government in the innovation, as Ayush said, and even the subsidies should be there, and people should be people should be educated. Like there should be good talks among people, like what are the disadvantages of non EV vehicles and all, and even the non renewable energy should be promoted very well, and research side should be encouraged. This is what I end with.
Yes, perfect conclusion. Just adding few more points. To conclude, I would like to say it's a slow process. It won't happen overnight. I think government is doing pretty well right now, having subsidies and creating awareness among people. As the infrastructure develops, and it will help people to buy more. And slowly and surely, I think we will be doing well with EVs, and EV could be a future in next 5 to 6 years. So, yes,
We
done.
go on ChatGPT, and would you like to
Uh,
share
uh,
this with?
yes, before that, I would just like to share some feedbacks to
Uh-huh.
you, and you can also share it to me. uh, like don't mention that you don't know about EVs. It sets a very bad impression. I know it's fine here, but
Yes, yes,
don't
yes.
mention you don't know about the hydrocarbon something. Just mention about there is something called as hydrocarbon. You mention one point. Don't mention like I you don't know. Like
Yes,
to the invigilator, he will only remember that you said that negative something. I
yes.
don't remember. So
Totally,
that's a bad impression. So don't
totally,
mention.
totally.
Like here it's fine because we are only two, but it's like a habit. You should be able to face that situation. Like in many times you will face that you don't know stuff, but still you have to manage and sound uh, scholarship scam.
Yeah, even I do agree. Like when the words were going from my mouth, I was like, oh, why am I saying this? I do agree with that point, and I'll improve on that factor.
And also in when you started your introduction, you first said your point was about innovation,
Uh-huh.
and your third point was about features.
Uh,
It would have, and your second point was about alternate energy, so it was like bit here and there, like not in a proper structure.
uh,
So if you started with innovation, you could just mention your second point about features, like it's related topics, right?
yes, yes, I do agree.
So
Yeah.
you went like innovation, and you then completely changed your topic, and you went again back
Again,
to
back to
innovation,
innovation.
kind of
Mhm. And do you think it's
doesn't
good
go in a
to
good
like
flow.
number the points, like first point, second point, third point, fourth point, to just show like I'm speaking too much weight? Do you think is it necessary, or shall I stop there?
I think it's my personal opinion. I think it's better to like say my first point is, second point is this, because it gives the interviewer an uh,
Like quantity,
illusion
like
like
you
you
are
know
speaking more.
everything, and you like you are able to communicate well, and you have like very structured point, a lot of points. It
Mhm.
sets a good image, at least according to me. I think it's better to have good points, but don't do like this. I would like to share 5 points, and after 3 points or 4 point, like don't do like.
Yeah. Yes, yes, I agree. I agree.
Or you can start like don't mention the number. I would like to share for few points. Firstly, secondly, thirdly, like this you could also do. And
Uh,
I think it's pretty much it. Do you have any feedback for me?
uh, I really don't have a feedback for you, but I think you managed well. Like the other side was a little difficult. Felt like I had no points in my mind to count, like speak on your behalf. You handled well, and I don't have feedback for this. You were even clear with the conclusion part as well.
Yes, one another common feedback for both of us.
Hmm.
Like we can introduce the topic in, like it was suggested to me in GDs or even in like while writing essays. Whatever the topic is, just reiterate it in some ways and explain the topic only. Like what is EV, why the EV is booming,
Then
something like this. We could have done.
we could have done,
Like
yes, yes.
it gives a better structure.
Better structure, yes.
Like you don't have to mention I'm introducing the topic or something. Just explain the topic again, but don't mention explicitly.
Understood, understood. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, let's go to.
ChatGPT Gemini.
I use Gemini. It's little faster for me.
Ah,
Debate formatting structure. Yes. Okay. Against arguments for banning EVs. Uh, Strain on electricity grid.
okay.
I don't really understood this point. It's basically talking about infrastructure only, right?
Mm-hmm.
Charging. Okay, this was covered
This was
like
covered.
in too much depth.
Disposal you
Current charging
did not
circuits.
cover.
Inconvenience. Disposable, I mentioned about
Lithium.
high replacement cost.
Mm.
Lithium ion displace environment degradation. I mentioned there.
Okay.
Extraction has have environmental and social impacts. Like I could have elaborated a little bit more on
Mining of the ions, yeah.
Yeah, mining of the ions. Like I could have also mentioned about the social impact of it. Like
Mm-hmm.
then about a little bit about child development, but maybe it will go too much off topic.
You could have mentioned about
I
replacement of parts also, right? Like some parts are very expensive to replace.
actually no. The main cost is only about uh,
Initial
the
cost.
battery replacement is the most expensive. Other parts are like similar to the petrol scooters.
I just got one mind. There should be a replaceable batteries like stations where I should have mentioned about that. Like where
Uh,
battery is being
the,
charged, which will help in the range point of view. Like petrol pump only.
battery replacement is actually already existing feature, but not very common. But the issue with that is you have to like it gives very less range compared to having like charging the EV. It comes to almost same, so
Uh,
it's not really useful at the moment.
okay, okay. Range and charging time limitation.
But it's a good point. But if you don't have any point, then people have mentioned.
Mm-hmm. Charging time limitation you did not mention.
Yeah, charging time I didn't mention. This was a good point actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have to go somewhere, like in emergency, and you don't, if you haven't charged your scooter, then that's a issue. It was
Mm-hmm.
a good point.
That was a very good one.
Missed, missed by me. Job losses, I don't think is a major point
It's
because
the
it's
thing.
just a shift from one industry to
Another.
other. It's kind of same point, reiteration of same point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's uh, go to argument against. Then EV should be promoted. Environmental benefits, reduce emission,
Hmm.
which
I
yeah,
did
you
not.
didn't mention
I
this
did not
point
mention.
directly,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Smoke. I did not mention.
Yeah,
That was the
yeah,
main
this was
point.
like very
Important point.
very important point.
Yes, yes. Smoke. I know. Even noise.
Yeah, noise is a very good point actually.
Yes, yes, yes. Shit.
Quite a
Better points. Lower running cost. This also I did not mention. Running cost.
yeah, it's very cheap, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like only one time buying point. You could have countered my point like initial cost. I said that initial cost is expensive, but you could have countered me like saying
They were
on in
good
the long
points.
run it's
Yeah.
a good thing.
Hmm.
Energy independence. This we mentioned, but
But not
not in,
as a point. I did not elaborate that.
yeah, that
Technological innovation. I stressed more
yeah,
on this point, I
innovation.
guess.
Yeah,
I
you
spoke
stress too much on
too
this
much on this.
actually.
Yes, yes. Improved driving experience. Okay, I said this.
Yeah, you said this. Uh,
Government incentive
government
like that. Said.
incentives. Yeah, you didn't mention this.
Mention.
I mentioned
You
this later
mentioned it. Yes.
because I am aware of this. That's why I'm. It's a like a good thing for me.
Uh, health.
That's easier for me to explain.
Yes. I should have
Yes,
mentioned the three
it's the
points.
same.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Very
this
important
point
points.
and that noise.
Uh,
Hmm.
yeah,
Okay.
it was good.
Yeah, one more thing I just wanted to check. What are the petrol vehicles called? I said ICU or something, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's ICV.
Combustible.
This
Uh,
IC. What are
I
petrol?
combustible something. Even I forgot.
Yeah, ICV. I guess ICEV.
I see.
ICV is basically they are calling internal combustion engines. Like using words like this sets a good impression. I
Mm-hmm.
knew this word. I had also like mentioned this during my GDPI preparation.
Uh-huh.
Like I remembered the full form also, but now I forgot. And I said I assume that
Uh-huh.
like in today's session.
Yes, yes, yes.
ICV. Okay, it's internal combustion vehicles.
And
Okay, cool.
anything else?
I think we are good to go.
Yeah, we are good to go. Okay, just chalo then. Bye.
Yes.
Yes,
Bye.
bye.